The 2000s gave us some of the most exciting perfumes in recent memory. Celebrities, designers and fashion houses were competing for space on our vanities, and bottles lined the shelves of Sephora and department stores like jewels. But while some perfumes became icons, others quietly vanished. Some were limited editions, some reformulated, and some simply discontinued before their time. These were the scents we loved, lost, and still search for online today. 10 perfumes from the 2000s that were discontinued too soon. Gucci Envy Me, 2004. In 2004, Gucci gave us Envy Me, a fragrance that became an instant favorite for the trendsetters of the Y2K era. This wasn't the darker green-tinged original Gucci Envy. Instead, Envy Me was flirty, pink, and playful. Its slim, patterned bottle was just as stylish as the scent inside. A status symbol for any teen or young woman who could snag it at the department store counter. Though it had a devoted following, Envy Me eventually slipped into discontinuation, leaving behind a generation that still remembers it as their first cool girl fragrance. Rochas Absolu, 2002. In 2002, Rochas released Absolu, a perfume that didn't scream for attention, but lingered in the air like a secret only the most stylish women knew. Absolu was deeper, more confident, and unmistakably grown up. It became the go-to scent for women who wanted something different from the sugary sprays filling department store counters. Though it faded from shelves too soon, Rochas Absolu holds a special place in memory. Escada Rockin Rio, 2005. In 2005, Escada gave us one of its most beloved limited editions, Rockin Rio. This was the fragrance of endless summer bottled. Every year, Escada would release a new summer fragrance, but Rockin Rio stood out. Young women sprayed it on before vacations, pool parties, or just to bring a little sunshine into their everyday lives. Though it was only around for a short time, Rockin Rio remains one of the most nostalgic Escada scents ever made. For many, it instantly brings back the memory of carefree summers. Dior Addict 2, 2005. In 2005, Dior unveiled Addict 2, a lighter, fresher sister to the original Dior Addict. Where the first Addict was deep, mysterious, and sensual, Addict 2 was all about playful sparkle. This was the scent of spring afternoons, of brunch with friends, of pink Motorola Razr phones tucked into tiny handbags. Though Dior Addict 2 eventually disappeared from most shelves, its light-hearted charm left an impression. Dior wasn't just luxury, it was fun. Armani Mania for Women, 2002. When Armani released Mania for Women in 2002, it was everything you'd expect from the house of Armani: clean, elegant, and effortlessly chic. Giving women a sophisticated freshness that felt refined yet approachable. It wasn't loud or showy, but it lingered in the most graceful way, the kind of scent people noticed only when they leaned in closer. For many women, Mania was the grown-up fragrance in their collection, a perfume that felt just as right at a chic dinner party as it did in the office. Ralph Rocks by Ralph Lauren, 2004. lively, fun, and bursting with energy. Ralph Rochs was the wild child of Ralph Lauren's fragrance line. It didn't take itself too seriously. With a fizzy mix of citrus, passion fruit, and amber, it smelled like a summer road trip with your best friends, windows rolled down, music blasting. For a moment in the mid-2000s, it felt like the ultimate party perfume. But just as quickly as it hit the shelves, it was gone, leaving fans wondering why such a playful scent disappeared so soon. Baby Phat Goddess, 2005. When Kimberly Simmons launched Baby Phat Goddess, it wasn't just a fragrance, it was an attitude. Fresh gardenia, lily, and blue rose mixed with soft musk created a scent that was glamorous but still approachable. For many young women, it was the ultimate accessory, right alongside low-rise jeans and rhinestone belts. Though it had a strong following, Goddess was discontinued far too soon, leaving fans hunting down every last bottle. Yves Saint Laurent Baby Doll. Few perfumes captured the turn of the millennium vibe quite like YSL Baby Doll. Launched in 1999, it was bubbly, sweet, and unapologetically girly, like a Friday night giggle fest with your best friends before heading to the mall. Baby Doll smelled like the ultimate teenage fantasy, effervescent and flirty, without ever taking itself too seriously. It wasn't just a perfume, it was a mood. The faceted pink bottle felt like a gem you proudly display on your vanity, reminding you of lip gloss trends, butterfly clips, and the electric optimism of the early 2000s. DKNY Red Delicious, 2006. Red Delicious launched in 2006. It captured the energy of New York nightlife, playful, bold, and just a little indulgent. For many, Red Delicious was the more daring sister, less about fresh innocence and more about city lights, laughter, and adventure. But like so many treasures of the 2000s, it quietly slipped away, leaving fans craving that juicy, unforgettable red apple in a bottle. Diesel Fuel for Life Unlimited, 2008. Bolder, darker, and more mysterious than the original, Fuel for Life Unlimited gave women a dose of pure 2000s confidence. It was the kind of perfume that clung to your sweater, that turned heads when you walked into a dimly lit club, that made people lean in just a little closer. But like many daring experiments of the decade, it didn't last. Discontinued all too soon, Fuel for Life Unlimited has since become a whispered legend among those who miss its fearless charm. These were the perfumes that defined sleepovers, first dates, graduation nights, and lazy Sunday mornings. Fragrances that carried our memories and disappeared before we were ready to say goodbye. Some scents vanish, but their memories never do. And that's the beauty of perfume. It lingers, even when the bottle is long gone. Did you own any of these discontinued 2000 scents? Which one do you wish would come back? Tell us below. Subscribe for more vintage scent stories. Relive the glamour. Remember the glow. See you next time down memory lane.